Gervonta Davis say you need the money.
Shit.
What's going on with you and Gervonta?
If I'm a boxer, he a boxer, you a boxer, we all need the money.
I ain't doing it for free.
Thank you.
What if Gervonta said, hey, I'll come up to 154. I'll come up to 154 while you talking.
Oh man.
You go to you'll fight Gervonta at 154?
I wish him the best. That's all I'm gonna say.
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, just say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Him. If everybody including Will, I mean, Will. Fuck.
Same question for you. You're a proud father.
There are levels to this boxing game, and Terence "Bud" Crawford just reminded the world exactly what level he's on in a brand new live interview. Crawford didn't just throw subtle shade at Gervonta "Tank" Davis. He threw the whole damn tree. What was supposed to be a chill sit-down turned into a full-blown call-out, with Crawford pulling back the curtain on Tank's recent performances, his reputation, and even the legitimacy of his last win.
Tank said I was a meat lover. He came in, he was like, oh, this guy, you a meat lover.
But Tank would never even think about hesitating to come up to 154.
All right, what about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent.
Mm.
If Tank get to pick his opponent, he would do it. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Mm. Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Y'all was doing the back and forth shit. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens, or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
You know? Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. I just don't like.
Just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
Yeah, I don't like nothing about him.
Mm.
No, I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's, using what he got to shield him.
Mm.
Like, he got a lot of security guards around him, and he know, he in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
I respect him as a fighter.
Yeah.
He definitely got skills. He got power. He got tremendous boxing ability. But like his core personality and his ways, nah.
Mm.
All this is way more than just fight talk. This is a statement Crawford made it crystal clear. He sees the hype, he hears the noise, and he's not buying it. Tank's been dodging serious smoke, and Crawford just lit a fire under the whole lightweight division, if you thought. The bad blood between these two was squashed. Think again, let's break this down, because what Crawford said, what he implied, and how he said it shook the room.
You said going out on 3 fights. You know the last 2 fights you want to go out on? Yeah, the last fight you want to go out on. Like, who? Do you have anybody in mind?
No, I'm saying no. I don't have my name right now. But I got somebody I want to call out after this fight.
You said you got somebody you want to call out after this fight?
Yeah.
Who is that?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Is it Lomachenko?
Who?
Somebody asked Lomachenko.
No.
All right. Turkey said he got your 2 Ferraris ready. What you think about that?
Who?
Turkey said he got your 2 Ferraris ready.
I need 3 now.
Yeah.
Steven Espinoza said Shakur turned down a 1-fight deal to fight you because he wanted a multi-fight deal. What's your thoughts on that?
He's not worth it. He's not worth no multi-fight deal. He's not even worth it. Come on, bro. Let him gotta fight somewhere else and prove himself, and then you feel me? You know how they got UFC and like the underground shit? You gotta fight on the underground shit and then get back.
You gotta go to the G League.
You have an idea?
The first bombshell dropped when the host casually mentioned Tank's previous claim that Crawford needs the money. You could literally see Crawford's face twist like, what? Then he hit back with a truth bomb. We all need the money. I ain't doing it for free. See, this wasn't just about money. Crawford was calling out the hypocrisy. Because if we're talking dollars, Tank isn't exactly on Forbes' billionaire list either. Both of them are prize fighters fighting for legacy and a check. So why was Tank acting like he's above it all? But the shade didn't stop there. When the interviewer asked Crawford how he'd feel about Tank moving up to 154 to fight him, Crawford didn't even blink. He straight up said, "I wish him the best." That wasn't encouragement. That was a funeral speech translation. Crawford's not chasing Tank. If Tank wants that smoke, he better level up fast because let's be real. Tank at 154, that's a different beast entirely. And from Crawford's reaction, it's clear he doesn't take that scenario seriously.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that's moving up 2 weight classes and, daring to be great.
You would fight him.
Man, tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Wow,
man.
Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh, man.
You're going to have a pre-count.
Then what the people going to say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
I don't know.
The man's undefeated. For a reason, he knows his worth. And he's not wasting his prime on fantasy matchups with dudes who barely scrape past Lamont Roach. Now here's where things got spicy. Crawford didn't just criticize Tank's resume, he dissected his last fight, in surgical detail. When asked about the Roach fight, Crawford didn't hold back.
Let me ask you this. You can help me out on this. This last fight, Roach and Gervonta. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Right.
I mean, you can't take a knee. That's a knockdown. Because I saw Floyd break his hand hitting the guy and took a knee, and they gave Floyd an 8 count. So I'm trying to figure out how Gervonta avoided that. And then I'm trying to figure out how he got his guy come up to the top of the ring and wipe grease out his eyes. They do that now, bud.
I guess that's part of the new, boxing era.
When you saw that, tell me when you saw this, you saw him take a knee.
He brought up the moment Tank took a knee, something that should have counted as a knockdown, and questioned how that was allowed to slide on top of that Crawford. Called out the bizarre moment where Tank's team came up to the apron mid-fight and wiped grease out of his eyes. That's not just suspicious, that's a whole procedural violation, and Crawford made sure everyone watching knew it even more wild. Crawford indirectly called out the referee. He pointed out how Steve Willis started the count, then suddenly stopped, almost like someone backstage told him to. This ain't just boxing talk anymore, this sounds like corrupt.
And then you see he go to the apron and this guy come up to the top of the ring. Well, he's like, hold on, what's going on?
I'm just as confused as you. I said, huh? I was just like, oh, that's crazy. And Steve Willis is a great referee.
He is.
And he started counting, then stopped
it.
Like, they said, hey, you better stop counting. Oh.
Wow.
Hey, don't do that again.
Crawford said it plainly. Without the knockdown, Tank wouldn't have won. He gave the edge to Lamont Roach. And let's be honest, that's not something you expect to hear from a fellow elite fighter. But this just proves how real Crawford is. He's not playing politics. He's not protecting clout, he's giving you the raw truth according to him. Tank looked overconfident. He didn't take Roach seriously. And that arrogance almost cost him the
cards. Judge at the ringside, Eric Marlinsky scores it on 115 to 113 in favor of Gervonta Davis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scored about 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a majority draw.
Everybody thought Gervonta Davis was going to walk through Lamont Roach like it was just another payday, a highlight reel knockout, and another flashy post-fight flex, but Lamont, he flipped the From round 1, he came with pressure, precision, and zero fear. The guy who was supposed to be an easy tune-up ended up giving Tank one of the toughest nights of his career. And let's talk about that 9th round, the moment that had everybody on the edge of their seat, when Tank took a knee after a sharp right hand and body combo that wasn't a slip, that wasn't a stumble, that was a tactical collapse, and it looked like a clear knock.
How is this not a knockdown? Tank Davis was just exposed, man. What is going on in the sport of boxing, man? KDB Sports and Entertainment.
I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in there. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that.
And it wasn't just Terence Crawford calling it out boxing heavyweights like Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya were on social media, saying the same thing, that was a knockdown, no debate.